Raw Championships final game of the first pool, Pool A. We just saw an epic match where Pandemic burst 4-2, and we are about to see Ewok'alypse taking on Ewok'alypse now in the final matchup of this pool. And Eski is here with me. Hello, Eski.
Hello there. We just had one hell of a game.
Oh, Jesus. Outstanding play.
Easily a match of the week contender, but I mean, it was our first match.
Yeah.
I think what we should just say is this is the open invitation for the rest of the guilds out there to one-up that game.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's get straight into it because we are running over time. How are you looking on your side of things? We're queued up.
I'm just confirming with Ewok.
I am here with Ewok'alypse, and we've got Steak Sandwich, Seath, Party Trick, Sparta Kick. Writing these down, so I've got it next to me on my cheat sheet. Goonbug is in the house, as is Paid, and Vendette.
And on the Ewok'alypse side, we have Bastet, Fortor the Man, Terry Tate, Ducat, or Duckhat, or I think on Vent and TeamSpeak, you just hear people say his name so many different ways. I think the only way we're ever going to get it right is to have him on here and just to say his name to us. And we have Silba, Oron, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Vaxian, and that's the team for Ewok.
Beautiful, love it indeed.
And we are in the queue waiting, so hopefully we'll find someone soon.
Yeah, this is.
And by someone, I mean
Ewok'alypse. That's right.
The teams that are meant to be playing.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna go do a quick. We've literally had no time to stop here, but my mouth is so dry from calling that last game. I need to grab a drink, so I'm gonna run and grab a drink and come right back. Let's see how quickly I can do it. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Luckily, his kitchen is right next to his computer, so he doesn't have that far to run. He should be back like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, I'm back. Alright. There we go.
What did you do? Stop for dinner?
I did actually. Alright, here we go.
Have?
This show is brought to you by...
I don't think they're going to send you any free stuff for that.
We got it.
We got a pop.
We got it. Oh. Navari Coast.
Navari Coast again.
Yeah.
We have seen some pretty interesting Navari Coasts.
Yeah.
Core 1 strategy of just 3 capping and drilling in the other side's node can actually be quite effective. Wonder what we'll see from these teams. We've seen the common just fight over south and hope one team gets an advantage.
Yeah.
And then when times get desperate, just click.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's been really pretty one-sided most of the games Navari Coast that we've seen. Let's see how we go here in this matchup. I'm still reeling from that last game that we just saw. Oh, come on. I can get up there.
Now, Fortor's typed into the ops chat that he's testing mic. Now, normally when a person tests their mic, they actually use their microphone to test it. But Fortor, being just some type of superhuman that we saw last week, he does things differently.
That's right. He leads a different life to the rest of us. I should take all this gear off, which I didn't do last time, so...
He says he's using his computer mic, which I don't know what other form of microphone that Fortor has.
He's got a boom in his room that's connected to his computer.
Sound crew just standing around him. They're his followers.
That's right, a sound recordist using a boom mic. He's got a couple of radio mics on standby in case something goes wrong.
He's got the sound technician in there, just modifying any errors. in the vocal patterns. You know, just make sure he sounds perfect 100% of the time. We have transcendence off the bat. We actually have, for first time and in this season, we're seeing a gunslinger. We have Terry Tate on his gunslinger.
Oh, Terry Tate. I am so proud of Terry Tate. I would love to see how this goes down. How's your feeling for Terry Tate as a gunslinger? Do you reckon he's got the chops to be able to help them pull off a win here?
I'm actually interested because he's in, by the looks of it, he's in full marksman.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. Or as it is on the gunslinger, it's known as. I should know this since I play main as a gunslinger.
That's okay. We'll let it slide.
Almost embarrassing.
That's right.
You're
we'll
not
let it slide.
No
we've got Duckhat over on this side taking on Seath and Party Trick. Vendette leaps in to try and help out here because Duckhat was just going nuts over on that side. And it looks like Ewok'alypse doing a good job here of working in pairs and trying to keep Ewok from capping this south node.
Now we actually have. I'm just following what Terry Tate's targeting. He's targeting Spider Kick, who was going after Silver just then. And he's still targeting down Spider Kick. Spider Kick's actually going down quite quickly. He's on very, very low health. He's on 2,000 health. He's
gone down. But
he just went down.
I was about to say up until that point that I'm pretty sure Seath has been doing some fantastic heals for Ewok'alypse, keeping them in the game because it looked up until that point that Spider Kick was the first one to go down on the Ewok'alypse side of things. So they're doing really well holding Ewok from being able to cap here.
And just then we had Steak Sandwich going after Vaxian, and he gets pulled back by Arun just then, or I believe it's how it's pronounced. But as this is going on, Ewok'alypse is throwing in the cap, and it's actually 80% in favor of Ewok'alypse.
Wow.
It just looked as though Ewok was so concerned trying to protect Vaxian, but they didn't notice that South was being capped by Ewok'alypse.
Yeah, that was very, very clever work from Ewok'alypse. Great communication skills. They are. I tell you what, when we started the game tonight, they were ready to go. They queued up before I could even say hold on.
And I want to get this out there right now, just before we have a chat full of people going, "It's Sharpshooter." It is Sharpshooter, the spec that Terry Tate is in.
And it looked like Party Trick went down for Ewok'alypse, so they're a man down here at South, and you can see that Ewok have managed to cap back a percentage, about 20% of that, or 10% of that node. You can hear the caps going down from Ewok. They're trying to. No, it's not Ewok. It's Ewok'alypse putting the caps down.
It was actually Seath just then throwing down a cap. Terry Tate throws down a Freighter Flyby. Duckhat is actually in there in the node right now trying to recap it, but I think Seath can actually see him from here as we have. I think that's Vendette running in to interrupt that.
I just want to point out that Sparta Kick was on 0 health for a while there, and Seath managed to keep him alive. Continue.
Now, it looks as though the upper hand is going towards Ewok'alypse now.
Yeah, they're about to get this cap. Here it comes.
They're finally getting the cap.
Yeah, it's Vaxian. Vaxian gets it for Ewok.
Now I have Bandetta whispering me. Some say Fortor sleeps with his eyes open, and that he is scared of toast.
I'm pretty sure that Fortor is scared of nothing.
Maybe crusts.
Maybe crusts. Yeah, that's right. Or wholemeal.
Freighter Flyby goes down as Ewok'alypse has capped South.
Yeah,
and
they've got it.
Now, in this position, I'm not sure if I actually... You see, I'm following Terry Tate because being the gunslinger and absolutely loving the gunslinger class and sniper as well, I sometimes find it hard to justify playing full marksman or sharpshooter in PvP, mainly because you just don't have it. Sometimes it just doesn't work as it should in, say, PvE.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people just say, "Oh, you should just play SAB or engineering because that's the PvP spec."
Of course.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
For instance, on Hutball, lethality or SAB or as I'm saying, this Terry Tate actually goes down, and we have Stick Sandwich and very, very low health. But engineering or SAB don't, because the AOE is easily avoidable.
Yeah.
It just doesn't play well. But I'm thinking on Navari Coast, marksman sharpshooter, probably a very rather good choice because you get the shorter cooldown on the freighter flybys, in which you see it seems as though Terry Tate constantly off cooldown throwing down freighters.
Yeah, yeah. No, we've seen a lot of freighter flybys in this matchup so far, haven't we? And it's done the damage because Ewok'alypse have they've been going down since they lost that cap. There was a period where they were just getting slaughtered at South, but they almost capped it back to halfway, and it looks like I'm going to guess it's Vaxian in there at somewhere. Who's been doing that work? There he is. Yep, bringing it back for Ewok. But
the freighter goes down and it interrupts that cap, and now it's given Ewok the time to cap it back from half.
This is a pretty standard Navari Coast that we've seen, apart from the opening where Ewok'alypse almost got the cap off. It's been a pretty standard opening, and we've got Spartakick in there now trying to do the ninja
trying to get
cap.
the cap.
Yeah,
and I don't think anyone from Ewok's actually noticed it, and we actually have 3 capping at the moment. Finally, in leaps Duck Hat. We're going to call him Duck Hat regardless of whether or not that's his name. We actually have a double freighter flyby going down as Silver and Terry Tate throw down their freighters, and look at the damage there. It's just completely forced Ewok'alypse out of the node there.
Yeah.
They've had to split back.
This is good though. I mean, if they've only got about 20% left, if they can hold Ewok off and push them out like they just did, without losing any of the cap here, and you can hear the caps trying to go down, and it looks like both teams are trying to cap here. There was a period of a few seconds there where no one was attacking. They were all just capping. It was 12 people capping the node.
Well, given that Ewok'alypse still has an advantage here, I think they should be taking the time just to interrupt and try and stun Ewok'alypse out of this. But no, we got paid in the node at the moment. We have, I believe that's Duck Hat.
It's
again,
Duck Hat.
Leaping the Duck Hat.
The Duck Hat.
Quack, quack. That's just going to be his intro from now on. Just...
There's someone inside the node capping for who is it? Is it Quack Quack? No, it's Bastet. Was capping.
Bastet trying to recap it, but he gets interrupted there. A lot of cyber needs going down as we have Steak Sandwich trying to cap it,
Seif.
and it looks as though Seif caps it, and Seif actually finally gets the cap down.
Oh.
And now it's going to become the shit fight for Ewok to recap it.
Now they've got the numbers ascendancy here, Ewok. There are 2 down for Ewok'alypse, Steak Sandwich and Party Trick, and they're both out coming in for reinforcements at the moment. If Seif can keep these guys up and about, Vendette's about to go down, Spartakick looking good there. If they can all stay up, no, someone went down. Who was it? It was Paid, went down. If they can just stay up and about, you would think that they might be able to hold here. I mean, they've managed to wrestle it back off Ewok. Can we see an upset? It's 92% to 46%. Ewok'alypse would have their backs up at the moment saying, you know what, we just capped this off you, Ewok. Let's see what you can do. They are going for it.
And we have the taunt going down from Paid on Terry Tate. Terry Tate's actually stunned at the moment. He has full resolve, and the taunt's actually worn off, and he's gone back to what he does best, laying down damage. As we in the node, we actually have Duck Hat capping it. He caps another 2 ticks, but it gets interrupted by Steak Sandwich there. And Seif throwing down
Someone's
some
capping.
AoE.
Who's capping? I can't see who it is. Someone's capping it. It's almost at halfway. Looks like it's probably Duck Hat. Yeah, it's Duck Hat. It's quite... No, it's Bastet. I take it back.
It was Bastet just standing in the middle of Steak Sandwich, Vendette, and...
They're pulling it back.
They're pulling it back. They've actually been awed out of it. Now looks as though Ewok'alypse, a lot of their players have full resolve.
Yeah. Spartakick's trying to recap it back for them, and you can see someone else running in there. I think it was Vendette. There you go. Vendette's trying to cap in the side there, but Bastet's not having a bar of it. He's running. Duck Hat's Quack Quack's in there as well. Ewok'alypse really need to give themselves a bit of a buffer here. Here comes a freighter flyby. It's down. This is advantage Ewok here. If someone can go in there and cap the rest of it, it looks like
we actually have
Bastet
Bastet going in there. We have Steak Sandwich Vendette, and I can't see who else running in to try and interrupt that cap.
This is Sparta kicking
We
there
have
at the moment. It's Terry. Is that Terry? No, Terry Tate's stayed where he is. He hasn't
It
moved.
was Arun trying to cap it, but Sif throws down the force storm just then.
This is not good for Ewok'alypse. They need to bring it back, give themselves a bit of a buffer. Otherwise, this is just going to go all Ewok. And you can see Silber doing the cap here, and Vaxian is also in there capping from long range. They've only got about 20%, 10%. It's going to go down. Can Ewok'alypse try and cap it back a little bit? They need the buffer. They need someone, and it looks like
We have Party Trick going in, and Party Trick gets pulled by Arun. He's trying to recap it, and the Freighter goes down. He looks as though it's going to be capped, and it gets capped for...
Double cap at East. Someone is at East. Who is over at East for Ewok?
It's the man Fortor. Some say Fortor fathered Chuck Norris, and that the mother was Superman. I just got that PM.
Wow. Fortor with taking some of the
some of the pressure off Ewok'alypse.
Yeah.
At South, and
anyway.
It's paid off for them.
I mean, Ewok'alypse need to fight back here. I mean, it's 62% to 40%. They've dragged themselves back into this game. They need to do what they did before, and you can see that Party Trick's in there right now. Bastet and Oron are in there, and Quack's in there as well. But numbers, definitely with Ewok'alypse. We're getting a cap over at West. It's paid over at West.
And Terry Tate and Fortor engaging Paid right now. I don't think Paid's going to get the upper hand of that battle, but I don't think Paid has to, because he's pulled Terry Tate away from South.
Yeah, Goonbag's over there as well. Paid went down, and you can see Paid running into South right now. They actually left East. They decided that East was fine after they obviously destroyed Fortor. They went, now's our opportunity. They raced over to West, put some pressure on, and they've got the ascendancy in terms of numbers here at South, or at least they did until Terry Tate rocked up with that freighter flyby. He has played a really good game, a really good team game, hasn't he?
Oh, definitely. It's just constantly clicking on the node and to recap it, and throwing down freighter flybys to interrupt any possibility of cap back.
Yeah, and it's almost at the 50% for Ewok'alypse. They're at about 30% here. We've heard someone trying to click. It looks like Paid's in the node at the moment trying to get that cap back. It's 22% to 62%, 20% to 62%, I should say. And you would think that if Ewok'alypse can get this cap back, I mean, they've got the ability to hold it for enough time to get them right back in it, but it's slowly slipping away from them, 18%.
It was great use of the scramble field by Terry Tate there. It's really given. It really took a lot of damage off of the Ewok'alypse team, as they're now on virtually full health, and we're seeing Ewok'alypse on half to less than half health for a lot of their players.
Yeah, this is really interesting. And Vaxian just free casting out the back here. Look at this. He is just going nuts. That's going to pull some numbers for him for sure.
Yeah, Spider Kick attacking him, but I don't think that's going to last too long, as Spider Kick's been stunned. He's on full resolve right now. And during that Ravage, Silver actually popped his dodge. So the Ravage actually did absolutely no damage as Silver goes to recap. And the recap's done, and we've only 6% left on the board. Left on Ewok'alypse bunker. I don't think they're going to be able to claw this one back.
No, they don't have any percentage left here. It looks like they're doing they're racing over to West. I think that's probably Goonbag again. Yep, Goonbag and
We have 2% left. They do not have enough time to recap, and that's first game to Ewok'alypse. Congratulations to Ewok'alypse. Up 1-0 in the series.
All right, interesting game. And it really was an interesting game. We haven't seen a Navarre Coast that close in a while, have we? Goonbag, great work holding Fortor off over at East. Had a great team game and raced over to West when he could to put the pressure on and drag Terry Tate away. So hats off to Goonbag for a great game. And I think Seath as well. Yeah, look at those numbers, 670,000 heals. Party Trick with over 600 as well. But good. It was a good team game from Ewok'alypse, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. You can't really go past Steak Sandwich from their team, just constantly pulling, trying to pull the healers out, constantly taunting on, I think it was Terry Tate, They really kept Terry Tate's damage a lot lower than it could have been. If you have a look at Terry Tate's damage, it's only just shy of 500,000.
Yeah, I mean, all those freighter flybys, and he just sat there. I mean, he died once in the whole game. Um, he just sat there and just went nuts. And yeah, they held him to under 500,000. So good work. Good game from Oron, as well as Duck Hat. We spoke a lot. A couple of names that came up a lot in that game.
Oh, definitely. Duckout kept coming up. He was constantly in that node, interrupting caps and also recapping himself. I think player of the match, good contender would be Duckout.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think Duckout had a pretty good game. I mean, there are people that we're not talking about, like Silver, who did 700,000 heals. Vaxian, who was in there free casting for a while, just did shy of 600,000. Of course, Bastet, top of the table there. With look at that. 14,500 objectives. And good protection, solid protection. Good team games from everyone. But I think Duck Hat really stood out to us in that game, didn't he?
Oh, no, definitely. Otherwise, we wouldn't have decided that he was called Duck Hat.
Or Quack Quack.
Or Quack Quack.
Okay, let's do a swapsies for game two. I'll jump over onto the Ewok side of things, and we'll see how we go from there. If this is going to load, here we go. Okay, I am now swapping out over to the Republic side of things. Go. It was interesting to see the gunslinger come out. I'm glad that we saw the gunslinger. It's good to see that kind of that variety in the classes, even in a 7v7. And you know what? Terry Tate just showed that the gunslinger is a viable class in a ranked PvP 7v7.
And not only that, he showed that sharpshooter gunslinger can be a viable class in a ranked PvP in a 7v7.
Yeah.
I think that's the most impressive feature there.
Yeah, I was really glad to see that. Alright, how are you travelling over on the Imperial side of things?
Ewok'alypse is all ready, and they're
Okay.
in the queue. They're eager. They're ready to get this on.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing as I did before and take this stuff off, so I'm not... There we go. Alright. Alright. Let's see how we go in game two. This should be good. I was really impressed with Ewok'alypse then. I thought they had a really good team game. Um, you know, it's hard with the Navarre Coast because the team that's got the natural ascendancy. I mean, you look at it, a matchup between Ewok and Wookie, and you would think that Ewok would have the ascendancy, right? So when Wookie comes out and puts on a show like that, you sit back and you really take notice, don't you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we didn't see much of Fortor coming into play there for
No.
Ewok'alypse, but they managed to. Ewok'alypse managed to pull Terry Tate off of mid or south as it is, and they managed to get a cap down.
Yeah, and I was really impressed with with their running between the nodes as well. I mean, they just on multiple occasions they went, you know what? Let's take a chance. Let's go over to west and see if we can at least drag them away from south so that we can get the ascendancy there. And it worked. You know, they capped south. So good work, Ewok'alypse. I look forward to seeing the matchup here. I mean, I would really like to see an Ancient Hypergate. I think that'd be a great matchup for Ewok'alypse, and particularly with the style that they just played in Navari Coast.
And we have a pop. Or do we?
Yep, we've got one.
Just checking. And we have a hut ball.
I say Ancient Hypergate, we get a hut ball. Love me some hut ball. I'm looking forward to this. I do love a good hut ball.
I think this has been well established.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, last year we saw Ewok play one of the best hut balls that I think anyone's ever seen. So it'll be interesting. I mean, Ewok'alypse came out fighting in that last game. Oh, I just did it again. They came out firing in that last game. So let's see what they do. You know, in a different matchup for hut ball.
Well, hut ball requires a lot of teamwork and a lot of strategy.
Yeah, that's right, and so many different things you can do as well. I mean, I think the more that we play this tournament and the more that teams get to practice their different strategies, I think we're going to see some really interesting things happen, particularly with hut ball. It's the one map where you can try almost anything to make it work for you. I mean, theoretically, you could play the whole game without touching the ball and take it at the very last second. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those games. It's just such an interesting Warzone. It is my personal favourite. I love watching hut ball.
Well, I don't think that would be an advisable strategy, but...
Well, I mean, it depends on the makeup of the team, doesn't it? I mean, if you've got a really strong team, then you could try almost anything, really. You're right, it's not advisable.
Scoring would be useful, but...
I mean, yeah, it'll win the game quicker for you, but
put on a show, is that what you're getting at?
I'm just saying that different teams are going to try different things the more that we get to see them going up against each other, and that's what I'm really looking forward to seeing. And we have it's not predation, it's what's it called? Transcendence, straight out of the box for the Republic
and
side.
It doesn't look like Ewok'alypse actually has Marauder, so there was actually no
predation.
No predation there,
yeah.
And that's why Ewok'alypse now has the ball straight off the bat.
Yeah, Vaxian's got it. He's carrying it. Probably a good strat for them, and he's getting. It looks like
Bastet's actually got the ball. He's the Guardian tank, and it's going to be rather immortal. They just got to get someone over onto the line for him to leap to.
I take it back. I thought I'd clicked on the ball holder, but I hadn't. So
Vaxian's actually gone through. Vendette's
pulled up.
Vendette's there with him, and
Fortor.
It looks like Fortor managed to get through, and Bastet managed to leap to him in time. So
and here we
it's
go.
one up to Ewok'alypse, and Ewok'alypse has the ball again.
Oron's got it, passes to Vaxian.
I'm trying to get a good look at mid, and actually it looks like Terry Tate down the middle with Silver and Run in mid, up against Steak Sandwich and Party Trick.
Goonbag's trying to take down Fortor, who's got the ball at the moment. He's trying to run down, and Goonbag takes him down. Great work from Goonbag. Managed to get, and they've passed it down to, gosh, I can't see who that is. It's Vendette, I think, who's got the ball now, and they're running through. Good support from Ewok'alypse. That's what they needed to do. They were under the pump there, and they've managed to at least get the ball, and they're running it through with Vendette, who's just, he's just ploughing through.
Oh, he's a juggernaut tank. They are the best ball carriers in the game. With Duckhat now going after Vendette. It's Vendette up against Vendette.
Sparta-Kick's got it.
Pass it to Sparta-Kick, Steak Sandwich goes down. We still
They've
have...
got someone on the other side. Looks like they've got Seath.
Transcendence has been popped.
Oh, bad pass. Bad pass. Oh, no.
Oh, Bastet with the last-minute leap there. Intercepts the ball.
What a
Duckhat
good
now
intercept.
running ahead. Duckhead now running ahead, getting ready for the pass, or is he just waiting for the Guardian Leap? Doesn't look like the Guardian Leap's actually coming, as looks like Bastet gets pulled back. Bastet now leaps to Sparta Kick. Bastet now just walking along the side. Looks like he's just going to go for a leap up. He has Vendette and Sparta Kick on him.
Double rupture.
He hits his ore, he has full resolve, and he's just going to leap up to, looks like Duckhat.
That was a great shot there. The
Nope.
double rupture coming from.
Bassett now drops down into the pit. He's just moving forward, and I don't know how he managed to get up to the top there.
I died. So just so we're clear, I'm in the gate with Silver. We're having a bit of a chat, and I'm on my way right now. So it's 2-0 Ewok over Ewok'alypse. But
Now Ducker has the ball. Straight away off the bat, Ducker has the ball. He's being focused down by Steak Sandwich. He gets pulled into the acid. He gets out of the acid. He's only on 15% health, 20% health. He passes, but it looks like the ball went straight to Sparta Kick.
So Ewok'alypse with the ball now. What can they do with it? When they got it last time, they looked good, but we haven't seen them. The intercept came through from Bastet. And
Now, I don't think the video is actually coming up. I think you still have your overlay up.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, everyone. I apologise. That's terrible. Thank you.
Looks like Ewok'alypse now going to score. I'm just trying to see who has the ball. Goombag goes down. I think Goombag actually had the ball.
Yeah, click malfunction. Clicked it and nothing happened. Thank you for alerting us, everyone. I do apologise about that. So if you've just catching up now, it is 2-0 Ewok over Ewok'alypse. I feel terrible about that. I do apologise. And Ewok'alypse did have an option to score and the ball was intercepted. There's 8 minutes remaining in the game and this is where we are at.
Now I'm following Ducat, who has the ball. Ducat is now down the pit. It looks as though I'm just trying to see. Goombag is patrolling for Fortor. Fortor actually unstealths too late for the pass from Ducat.
It looks like Ewok'alypse are going to get the ball here, and they do. Party Trick's got it for Ewok'alypse, and he's running through. He's getting targeted from Terry Tate and Auron, I should say. And Silver and Duck Hat are in the game now as well. But has he gone all the way? It looks like he went pretty far.
He's up just... we're following Party Trick right now. He's actually healing himself up while carrying the ball. He's on 81, 83%, 85%. He's being pulled back into the fire, and I think he's just going to go down. And the ball goes straight to Duckhat, who was actually on the edge of the fire just then.
Oh,
because
dear.
Seif was after him.
Oh dear. That was so close. Ewok'alypse were right in it then. That's a real shame. And they're stunned. You can see Sparta Kick, Seif and Vendette were all just stunned and sitting there. Vendette with the backslash stuck there, it looked like, to get back and try and defend.
Now Tom the Narwhals just says he's rather enjoyed the orange overlay.
Oh, I feel like such a noob. Oh.
Now looking at mid, it seems as with Duckhead now, I think that's... I can't actually see, I'm too far back. It was Bassett actually gets thrown down and leaps back up to Vendette. Now it looks like Bassett's going to... Or is it Duckhat? Sorry. Do you have a better view of this?
Yeah.
See if it goes down. And I think that was actually Duckhat who scored just then.
Very nice work from Duckhat. I did miss that. I was just checking that all the settings were okay, so I had my eye on a different section.
Steak Sandwich has the balls. It looks like Fortor is actually about to die. He's on very, very low health.
Yep, Fortor
goes down. Pass goes up to Goombag, and Goombag gets pulled by Arun. Duckat's the only player from Ewok'alypse now left around the ball. Goombag uses his force speed to get ahead, but he runs into Terry Tate, who looks like as though
stuns go down.
He's stunned him in the fire.
Party Trick's in the fire, pulled back into the fire. Goombag was pulled right back into the fire. That was very clever teamwork. He's thrown it over the top, and it looks like Party Trick's got it now. Party Trick's been knocked back down to the lower rung. No, Party Trick doesn't have it. I take it back. It's Vendette who's got it.
There's still only one fire left through, and Goombag's actually on the other side waiting for the pass. We also have Sparta Kick waiting for the pass.
Vendette.
There's a leap. There was a intercede to Sparta Kick, but Vendette gets pulled down, and Bassett with the leap there, with the
Oh,
forced leap.
Vendette. It's Duck Hat actually who intercepted that. Vendette was sitting on the side here. And tried to be the hero, run it through for Ewok'alypse. Got pulled down, and then the throw came too late because of the stun effect from being pulled down. So missed an opportunity there, Ewok'alypse. I mean, Vendette probably should have passed it a little bit earlier.
But an amazing intercept by Duck Hat. And Duck
Yeah.
Hat now was still resolve bar full. Resolve bar's now emptied out. He's popped Transcendence, but I think he's actually been re-stunned, and he goes down. Paid has
He's
the ball.
down.
Paid, I believe, has now been stunned. Paid has full resolve again, as he's now rooted in place.
This is going to be interesting to see what Ewok'alypse can do with it here. They're on their line. Oh,
terrible pass just then.
no.
It passes straight to Bassett. They're in the pit in front of their own in front of their own goal line, which means
Duck Hat's got it. He's going to pass up to. I can't see who that is. Is that Goon? I can't see who that is. Sparta Kick, I think, up the top. If Duck Hat can get it off to Sparta Kick, this is going to be an easy first goal.
Vaxian's waiting for the force pull. Duck Hat
Yep.
There was I believe that was actually a Guardian leap, but Bassett's still on the line there. Fortor with the knockback.
Bassett's just going to walk it
Bassett
through.
just going for a little stroll. He's going to go over the line any second now. He's got full resolve, so he can't be stopped. And there,
He's towing the line.
They're
Giving
just
his
waiting
team a
until
chance.
they get.
Yeah.
They're just waiting until they get mid back,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
finally have enough players back
Yeah.
at mid with Duck Hat and I believe that was Silver. But actually, Seif manages to pick up the ball, throws down a Cybernade, takes down Silver, Vaxian, and Descartes, and is now walking the ball.
Okay, so we've got Steak Sandwich and trying to support Seath here, who's got the ball. Seath, the healer, probably not the best ball carrier in this scenario, but it'll do for now. And it looks like it's the good
Goes
pass.
straight to Party Trick.
Party Trick's got it.
Party Trick's got it, but again, another healer, not your best option, especially with the fire right in front of him.
Yeah.
He won't be able to. He can't leap past it.
Pushed right into the fire. He's going down.
Oh, he
he's
managed
still
to get
alive.
through the fire, but he can be pulled.
Seath
He doesn't
keeping
have
him
full resolve.
alive.
In fact, he has absolutely no resolve at the moment. He's just being healed by Seif right now, and he's healing himself.
Oh.
In fact, I don't think he has any heals going down on himself.
Oh, they scored. Great work. That's great work by Seath, keeping him alive then. And of course his own heals. But you got to take your hat off to Seath in that scenario. So Ewok'alypse put one back on the board. 2.5 minutes left. 4-1. They should be closer, shouldn't they, Eski?
I think it was just a couple of missed opportunities. Steak Sandwich actually managed to pick up the ball just then, got flash banged by Terry Tate, but managed to break the CC and pass the ball. I'm just seeing who has the ball now.
Seath's got it.
Seif's still got it. Sparta Kick just goes down. Following Seif right now. Seif on very, very, very low health.
Yeah, he's going
Executes
down.
are up and Seif goes down.
He's down.
The ball goes to, it looks like Terry Tate. Terry Tate goes into cover.
Yeah. Well, you would, wouldn't you?
There's no reason not to. Terry Tate's actually got full resolve. Or is that not Terry Tate that I'm seeing?
Yeah, it's Terry Tate. He's got the ball. I'm standing right above him.
There we go, Terry Tate with
He's
full
passed off
resolve.
to
He's being
Bastet.
healed. He's being healed through it. Actually, he goes down just as he passes it to Bassett.
Yeah, it was good timing of the pass. You feel sorry in this situation. You feel like Ewok'alypse. They were a lot closer than the scoreline suggested. They had a couple of really close opportunities to score. There we go.
Bassett's up on the
goal.
line, and they're just going to wait until they get back, get mid back, and it looks like Silver's run into mid.
Yep.
Silver's at the ball. Terry Tate's rejoined. Silver gets pulled into the acid. Silver's now out of the acid. They get knocked back, and it looks as though Party Trick has actually managed to pick up the ball while Vaxian was force speeding in there.
Yep.
Terry Tate's up on the top rung, raining hell down, but so far I think this match has been very, very well played by Ewok'alypse. The pass goes to Seif. That was a really, really bad pass by Party Trick there. Seif was on very, very low health. He was on about 11% health, and Party Trick just passed it to him, and Terry Tate just picked up Seif with a quick draw.
That's and now you can see they've got it in Auron has got the ball, and oh no, it's Duckhat. Sorry, Duckhat's got the ball, and he's running it up. He's got good support. Spartakick and Vendette trying to take him down. Duckhat's through, and it's going to be 6-1. And here it comes. Nothing's going to stop him now. They're in.
Well played, Ewok'alypse, and I think for that game, that game was Duckhat and Bastet's show.
Yeah, I completely agree. I thought Bastet really stood out there. I mean, you can see in the objectives table that he's top of the table, so you'd have to give it to Bastet there. Great game. But, I mean, Spartakick and Party Trick and Seath and Vendette and Steak Sandwich all had standout games for Ewok'alypse. They just couldn't convert when they needed to. There were 2 or 3 missed goals that they really should have had. And you think that if they'd brought it closer, they may have been able to put a little bit of pressure on Ewok. But because of those missed opportunities, because of those intercepts from Duckhat and from Bastet, and it's just Ewok got their confidence back and ran over the top of them. So
I think it's also the lack of a predation.
Yeah, that definitely
would have hurt
help.
their team a fair amount there.
Yeah, it certainly didn't help them at all, did it? Well, we saw 2 dramatically different games tonight, didn't we? We saw two teams who were so much closer than we thought they were going to be, taking it to an Imperial win, Pandemic, over Core 2. And then in this game, we saw Ewok winning both times in a 2-0 victory, but Ewok'alypse showing why they're in this competition.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they were able to put a score up, and sometimes in some of these Huck Pulls we've just seen completely one-sided games, and that was by no stretch of the imagination one-sided. They had opportunities, they just missed them.
Well, I think there's not much more we can say from this point, so I think we should call it, Esky. It's been a long night. We're going to be back here on Thursday night, 8:30 PM AEDT, for the final matchup. The final matchup of Raw Round Robins. It's going to be Strike Team versus the Boss. That'll be a good game. And then Core 1 versus Legit. That will be a good game. Who's going to be playing who in the finals? We're going to find out this Thursday night. Thank you very much, Esky.
Thank you.
And we'll see you Thursday. Enjoy the music.